I got to say, New Amsterdam Radio is brought to you in part by Anchor FM. Have you ever thought about making your own podcast? You see, when I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions. How do I record an episode? How do I get my show into all the apps people like to listen? How do I make money from my podcast? And most importantly, I don't want to deal with cables and wires and all those things. You see, the answer to every single one of these questions is pretty simple. Anchor. Anchor is the one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And you can use your phone, which is pretty awesome. Now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now by reading this ad. So if you ever wanted to start a podcast and make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start. That's anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. Welcome back to New Amsterdam Radio, the podcast for creatives. It's Flobo Boys here. Part 2 of my 2-part interview with Heidi and Evan Mack, the House of Mack, is coming up in just a few short moments. But I just want to say, as always, thank you so much for checking out this episode and all the other episodes. New Amsterdam Radio. Share the show with some friends. Let them know what you think is the best podcast on the planet. It's rolling into fall, October, the chills in the air. If you live in any other part of the country except Los Angeles, where I am, where it's just as hot as this summer should have been, if I'm being completely honest with you. So a little quick reminder, if you love to hear interviews that are extended, much like this one, make sure you join the boisterous crew over at patreon.com/FlowBoys. Bonus content, early access to shows, photo galleries, gig blogs, and announcements are there all the time. Tell a friend at the boisterous crew and somehow become a part of a revolution that may or may not get bigger overnight, but definitely will get bigger. Patreon.com/FlowBoys. Without further ado, once again, here is Heidi Mack and Evan Mack, the Macks of Winterfell. So as your brands do get bigger and work on different things, Speakeasy, like sports show, which is also rocking, like what does the future projects look like? I know you're working with Geek Renaissance. I know Speakeasy is blowing up. Well, how does it look in year 2021, 2022 for the House of Mack?
Yeah, dude, the only thing I want to do is this film thing. I'll definitely want to talk to you about it. Just that I want to do is like a short film, and one of those things where I'm one of those people that because it's mine doesn't mean I have to be the damn lead. That's to me kind of arrogant sometimes. I'm like I it's your project, but you don't got to be the director, the writer, the producer, the star. Like I'm like M. Night Shyamalan. I'm be the guy in the cut. I'm the clerk. I have the small role. You know what I mean? So I'm right. So there's this one thing over me and my one guy trying to write up in, and it's really silly, but it's something that I want to do and something I've always wanted to do, and that's my one goal, man, and to get this script done, and then go to Kickstarter or whatever, Seed and Spark or whatever, and try to raise money for it. Not because we need to pay for it, because I want to pay people to be in it. Every single acting thing I've ever done, besides 5 projects, I've always done it for free. And that's the way a lot of directors get away with murder, because they know true artists would want to be in something and work for free. That doesn't mean they should work for free. Just because they will work for free doesn't mean you know damn well you should be paying that makeup person. You know damn well you should be paying that actor that's been there for 15 hours, that lighting guy that's been there for 10 hours or 15 or 20 hours. Like yes, you feed us, we get it. But I want people when they come on that set to know they're getting something in their pocket for what they love to do. So like our goal for 2021 is to get this script done, make this short film 35, 45 minutes, pay people for being in it, put it in the film festival, and something I could be like that, because that's all I want to do, man. The Speakeasy Sports Show is kind of a self-sustaining thing. All I got to do is come on and talk about sports and run my mouth a little bit. You know, it's in a virtual bar and just talk trash for a little bit, man. They do want me to lead it though, so I don't know what would happen if I was like, I got to do something, because they want me to lead it. Yeah. So I got to write the rundown and come up with all the topics, because they were like, we ain't gonna talk about that if you don't give us the topics. I'm like, okay, now. So now this is so now. As a matter of fact, it ain't self-sustaining. Yeah, bro. So that's actually becoming a job as well. So we're working on that. Like I said, you know, I got Heidi. She's gonna be on the set doing all the damn makeup for the film thing, man. So that's.
I mean, I want paid.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You think I'm not playing? I ain't getting that girl. I ain't playing about that, man. I'm tired of everybody going on set like, yes, we'll give you a copy of the reel will be your payment. No, yeah, go ahead, man. That's par for the course. It should be. That you definitely should give them the reel. Damn.
Sometimes you don't get that. Remember
bro, I did.
Can I get that copy?
I did a project that I love it because I got to do all the makeup on it, and it's my friend and I love her. But there, I didn't get a lot of pictures, and I recently had found like the Facebook page or something, and I was like, look at all these stills of my makeup.
No, that's unacceptable. I'm telling you, in all seriousness, that is unacceptable, y'all. For real.
Yeah.
For all creatives out there, if you're using a person for their craft, their quality, their voice, their talent, and you're not paying them, the least. Listen, my favorite thing I've ever filmed was Bloodsucker Jones, man, and I love Justin and them. They refuse to give me like the scenes,
like outtakes or the scenes.
Yeah, I'm like, bruh, I was on this set for hours. The only thing I asked for is just the reel. Just to give me my scenes. I'll edit it. I'm good. I'll edit it. So I oh my Lord, when it comes to doing these things, man, and I was talking to my friend about it, I go, bro, I'm just trying to do something different. I'm trying to do a film, pay everybody, give everybody their damn reel in less than a damn week, and be like, me done. Yeah. And just have that's my 2021, man. I'm not a New Year's resolution guy, but damn it. 2021, bro.
I'm the only person that does resolutions, I swear to you. But what about you?
And the reason why I'm not a resolution guy because nobody does damn resolution. Nobody does. Only people. I believe you would, but everybody else.
Yes, no. Flobo does do resolutions.
I actually believe you. You know what I mean? Everyone's like, Evan, this is the year I'm going to go to church.
Poster child for resolutions.
I feel like fish once a week. That was my resolution. That's not a big.
That's okay. You did it though. You did it.
People like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to climb the Alpha Tower and I'm going to parachute down. I'm like, no, you ain't.
Nope.
Another 2021, I guess 21, goal. Hopefully, I mean, again, this is if we get any sort of normality back at all. I mean, if America just puts on a mask and sanitizes, maybe this will, everything will happen. But I mean, we also want to be able to do our ultimate everything tournament, but like live, like in a small studio with a small audience voting and online presence. As well, so I think that would be I think that'd be super amazing. And then
1A, by the way.
The other goals, like same with my sister-in-law's business, the Geek Renaissance. My goal is what I'm doing, and again, of course, with the help of Evan, is the only way to make this possible is trying to get her to have a legitimate business. Where she's making some kind of steady income, where she's not just, have money just to buy food. You know what I mean? Like have things on top. So
teaching the fish.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we're working on now. She's on Etsy, but they take a lot of money from their artists. They used to not to, apparently, according to her. But since it's getting bigger and bigger, they just take more and more money now. So slowly trying to get her have her own website, and then have a shop like on Facebook and on Instagram. So because that's where she'll get the most hits is like people looking at that stuff, and not everybody wants to go to Etsy, or you can just you want to be able. It's that easy thing. Like nobody wants to put in all the buttons anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to say on my way. We want to say OMW, you know what I mean? So if you could just click on the thing that she's showing in her video and buy it, like people,
absolutely.
That's the idea is, people will do that more.
Yeah.
So that,
Etsy makes it so difficult where you could be like anywhere else on the planet, it's Apple Pay or like swipe to pay. But Etsy's .com account signs. Forget it.
I'm like, it's not even Etsy.com/the store. You have to go /shop/that. And I was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
So the goals is, and you too, Flobo. We're just here. We want an empire. We want a Mac empire. Just an empire. That is the goal.
We're with a squad, man. I'm trying to put Flobo on the payroll.
Yeah, man. Try to get paid. That's what we're doing there.
Well, I am, bro. I swear to God, if I had one wish, man. I told Heidi, I tell her all the time. I go, if I had one wish, I would have all my closest people $1 million and be like, do whatever the hell you want. That one dude, that's why I just take it. I don't give it. Just do something. Do something.
That's a dope reality show. Like
I swear, dude. I swear. Heidi knows. This is not me just putting on. I say it all the time. I go, man. I would just like Here, take this, you take this, you take this. Do whatever the hell you want to do, man. And let me, and I'm just excited to see what you would do with it.
Yeah.
I would love to
give
that,
Evan
man.
Mack props. That's all. Just give him
I want his props.
And be like, thanks to Evan Mack. And he'd be like, thank you.
I'd be like,
piano theme song. I was a lost and alone, but Evan Mack helped me out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's it. That's just it.
You're so dumb. Like, yo, man, I took this meal, man. Listen, I built 14 villages in Somalia. I'm like, all right.
14. Let's do one more.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on. Look, you do the rest of that money, man. That ain't cost me.
I'm just saying, 14, like, not 10, not 12.
What'd you do with that meal, man? 14 villages, I know how much that cost. What'd you do with that meal?
Yeah, exactly. These Jordans.
I mean, like, we also want, like, a worldly, like, empire, because, like, Evan, due to his job, we've been able to help, my Filipino side of the family, like, we're trying to get the kids to be able to go to school, go to college, what I mean? Like,
that's definitely 2021 goal for sure.
Yeah, like, eventually one day get them a better house. Like,
I'm glad you mentioned that, 'cause I was actually in my notes about the Filipino side of your extended family.
Oh, yeah, talk to him about that. That's huge.
In the Caribbean, it's a little bit similar. I'm not sure if it's the actual mechanic.
I'm sure it's ballpark for real.
Yeah, you get there, you fill the barrel with the stuff. You fill the barrel in a boat. The barrel shows up, players customs, and like things you
100%.
I won't say take for granted, but things you're like, man, Vienna sausages, it becomes like, oh, we got Vienna sausages here. Or we got like blankets here. We got like, like cheaper electronics because of the markup of VAT taxes and all that here.
Funny you say that because you're right. I wouldn't say we take advantage, but in some regards we do, because every single thing you just named, we put in that damn box.
Yeah,
we did everything to the T. We put they literally are obsessed with those Vienna sausages. Obsessed.
And my friend Joelle, who is Filipino, she became a U.S. citizen last year. She's been here, for a long time. She grew up in the Philippines, and she's like, oh my gosh, for some reason Vienna sausages are expensive in the Philippines, and here it's like 49 cents or whatever.
They're imported from America. That's why.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I was in Dominican Republic, and I was at a bar, and I ordered a bottle of Miller, and it was like $15. And I was like, sorry, it's imported. And I'm like,
I never thought of that. Because anywhere else you'd be like, let me get that Miller Lite. Because no joke, in Deutschland, American beer costs way more. And I learned that the hard way. I was like, let me get a Bud Light.
In the Philippines, everyone order San Miguel. San Miguel is a Filipino beer if you're in the Philippines. San Miguel.
Me and Heidi were in Tokyo drinking nothing but Japanese beer.
Yeah.
That was it.
Why not?
Yeah.
I like Bud that much.
The other ones. Asahi or whatever. Yeah.
All that stuff. We ain't messing with nothing American. We ain't messing with y'all.
Nah, seriously. Uncle Sam, we cool. But like the drive to do that for your extended family, were you thinking about like opening that up? Having more investments, or maybe allowing a lot more of your extended network to pitch in? Because I kind of was upset I missed the last drive. I guess algorithms were the cause that I saw the end result, and I was like, oh, sweet, that's pretty cool that you're able to get back.
Yeah, no, yeah, we're totally. We the goal is to be able to send them more boxes more often. You know what I mean? Like, we've
food one next time is gonna be straight food.
Yeah, we want to put more food in the next one, but we already, Evan and I already have a little box of things that will already start going over there. Like, I'll find something that I'm like, oh, I've never used this. Why is this here? And I'm like, they will definitely use this, or they'll sell it, for a bag of rice.
We don't think it's dope to come up. They can sell it. I'm like, oh, that's whatever gets y'all what y'all need to do is fine with us. You know what I mean? And we put a few things like that in the box as well. Things that they might not need, but they probably could sell.
Yeah.
So
what's something that's like surprising?
Yeah. I mean, like one time I sent, a bunch of like costume jewelry that I never used or don't use anymore, and I put like a bunch of like unused makeup. And they sold all of that, and I was like,
crazy, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
This time we asked them, because we were making sure that we were putting in electronics for school for them in there, and some things that they wanted. So the last box that we did, it was more so like they needed, because people don't think about it, they needed like deodorant, like toiletries. Toiletries are a big thing because they can be expensive. They're a tedious little thing. They'd rather eat than smell good.
Yeah, they ain't worried about what you can't. People don't understand that worried about hunger over hygiene. You know what I'm saying? Like if you had to choose one, you're like, I'm gonna eat.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean that's why homeless people smell, because they're just trying to eat. They're not trying to be clean. So I mean they take showers and stuff, but it's like they were asking for like toothpaste and toothbrushes and deodorant, soap. My cousin Cyril just turned 15 this month, and he's got acne, so he wanted like an acne kit, and then like lotion for like, and of course they know name brands like Jergens, and it's like you don't necessarily have to give them the name brands, but it like for them it's like, oh my god, we have a name brand from America.
We did well in that regard.
April Grace is like, I feel bad. I don't know her exact age. I think she's like 7 or 8. And all she wanted was Jergens.
Yeah.
Like,
what?
Okay,
I know, bro. I know. We were like,
we did more. We got her this like cute, like, sparkly unicorn lunchbox, and then put the Jergens in there, and put like some hair clippies in there and stuff, like, and little kid lip chapstick stuff. You know what I mean? But
it's funny too, because growing up, that was when we went to my cousins. It was specifically Jergens. It would ask for
Jergens.
You're just like, it's over there in the back at the right end, but
I know. Like,
man.
Same with Alexander. He's the youngest. He wanted it wasn't just hot chocolate. He wanted Swiss Miss hot chocolate.
Wow. We got a boxes of that.
Oh yeah, we went to Sam's Club on that one. That was like, it was like,
he's gonna be like, oh my god.
Exactly. I think America's full of giants and back to time.
It's true. Like a big old 50 pack of Swiss Miss. He's gonna be like, what?
That's cool, man.
Truly.
My uncle drives a motorcycle. That's like their only mode of transportation. So sometimes there's like 4 of them on it. Okay, I don't know how they do that, but they do. But he wanted like polarized sunglasses to keep the sun out of his eyes, like a belt, like things like that. Like we weren't able to get him, but he wanted like a leather jacket, like motorcycle jacket. That was like one of the things maybe we'll try to put in another box, but like it's because, for him to keep the sun off of his body. But and a lot of people don't understand that it's called a balik bayan box, and you can put whatever you want, doesn't matter how heavy, what I mean?
Great price, no matter what the weight.
Of course, non-perishable. You can't put perishable items in there, obviously, because it takes like 3 months to get there, because it doesn't go.
Yeah, but think about this. For a flat rate, it cost us, the biggest box cost us, was it 70 or 80? 80? It cost us $80, but it's unlimited weight though. It takes they put it on the ship though, and it takes 3 months. He the last time he heard when I gave him the money, he said end of October, which he said last week in October, which I'm really, really, really hoping for. He said last week in October, first week in November. I'm really, really hoping that last week in October. But you can put anything you want in that box, like no matter the weight, and it's worth it, man. It's worth it to send it to people, and like I said, that's what we're
a good company.
And I wish it was. We're gonna try to do one, maybe hopefully we can do 3 a year, maybe more than 3 a year, and just try to help them out as much as can. Definitely for her mother before she passed away. That's one of the things I said we were definitely going to do, and do more than what she could have done, because she was working 2 jobs just to be able to help them out and help herself out. And basically, it was one thing drove her to where she is. You know what I mean? I think she overworked herself.
Yeah, I think
So like it's one of those things we're trying to take up the mantle of her mother, because her mother would do the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what's up. That's good.
So that's like that's the goal. Try to I mean, if God willing, I mean, if we don't surpass where we are now, the goal is just to be able to make sure that the kids can go to school, so that they don't end up in poverty, as continue the cycle of the poverty, because they can't afford to go to school, so they end up just working crap jobs, and labor jobs, like my Uncle Levi can't always find a job because he did not finish school. He has to do just manual labor type things, and that's what most do, fishing and agriculture,
because they can't afford school. That's why school is important in those kind of countries, man, because it is their way out. You know what I mean? We in this country, we tend to take school for granted a little bit, man. So we don't really understand the importance of something just that simple, that the Cyril, if he goes to nursing school like he wants to, he can take care of his whole family. You know what I mean? Like that's our goal.
I think this year they weren't able because we couldn't get the box to them right away. Like I think all 4 of the kids, and I have a much bigger family. It's just my Aunt Rosario is the one that I communicate with the most. If we can, we try to help, other cousins and other aunts and uncles when we can. But it's just
like
it's very hard.
cousins.
Yeah, I got a lot of family over there.
Like 4,415 cousins.
Yeah, like I'm related to the entire island. Like I think because they only have like the one phone to do schoolwork on, and there's 4 kids. Like I think because of coronavirus, they made even the Philippines made kids go to school online. They have to skip this year because they don't have the internet to do it, and they don't have the capability to all 4 of them to do it. So that's why we were working on that and trying to set their house up with Wi-Fi as well soon, so that when they get the electronics, they can get on and be on the internet to be able to do the schoolwork instead of going to cafes, like little internet cafes around. Yeah.
Cafes are a good idea for the public good, but they aren't really efficient for
No, because there's going to be a lot of people in there, and it's even timed. And also I think on his dad's side of the family, my cousin will go to his uncle's and they charge him, and I'm like, cool, uncle on the other side of your family.
Oh, when I heard that, I was like, oh hell no.
I was just like,
we got to nip this in the bud. I said, this year we're done with that. I said, I'll be damned. I'll charge my family member for some internet usage, bro. I'm like, I know it's a struggle out there, but damn.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Your own family. That's cool. Well, I mean, maybe something I don't know. I was a little offended when I heard that.
A little offended.
I said, oh, no, we nipping in the butt. It's gonna be tight when we get that Wi-Fi popping. He's gonna be like, so can I get some of that Wi-Fi?
Yeah, for price. Seriously, you start charging them then. All right. Money. I don't care. A bag of rice or freaking a chicken. I don't care. Something.
Yeah, they got that. We got that 5G over there. It's humming over there.
Well, yeah, I wish nothing but the best for you as that evolves. And if anybody can help out with that, whether it's a sign up link or a donate link, let me know.
Nope.
And if people are listening right now, where can the world find you? Where can the world donate? How can they be a part of the empire of the House of Mack, the Macks of Winterfell? Let them know.
Oh, yeah, man. Evan T. Mack, Instagram and Twitter. Coco Cena on Twitch, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's about it right there. Find your boy on Twitter. I'm on Twitter and Instagram more than anything. I'm on Facebook, too. Evan Mack.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can find me everywhere as the Pinot Mac on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, even Facebook because of my Facebook page. I think, you can find my streamerlinks.com link on all of those. Streamerlink.com/Pinot Mac. That's where the donate button is. And that's where I'll be using towards the Philippines for the most part. That is what I have that on my.
She gonna pocket some of that cash.
Well, because being creative as well does cost money, as we know. All these things that we're doing cost.
I don't know how much money these makeup costs. This makeup costs money. Because these special effects makeup is expensive.
Yeah, I'm makeup does cost money. People is expensive. One of the things that I have to get because I do have a gig coming up for the flagship, but I have to get Mouth FX because I don't have that here, and then you have to pay for shipping. But Mouth FX, I will get 4 or 5 different colors that go in the mouth, but that's $45. You know what I mean? I mean, it should last me a while, but that's a chunk right there. Right. And I'm like,
one thing for one specific thing. Makeup, effect makeup is crazy, man.
I'm if I get a prosthetic for what I'm gonna do, and as makeup artists we call it appliance, but in general people know them as prosthetics. Yes, but we call them appliances. Yeah, those right there. That's $30 to $100 to $300. But if I get a simple one that I'm thinking about, that might still be $30 right there. Yeah. It's just, and then it's that's why I'm people don't understand. Hey, we're just, if you do something as a favor for someone, when we ask for a kit fee, it's just hey, I'm not making any money on top. That's the makeup I've used. That I have to resupply into my kit.
Yeah, everybody making your little small independent films when you reaching out to artists and actors and lighting and sound guys. Stop, pay them some money.
gas money. Pay some gas money.
$50 pay them. Stop talking about, well, cover your gas. You damn skippy. They drove there.
Something.
Pay them more than just their gas. Pay them more than just craft services. Pay them more than just like damn, man. I'm so like we get it, man. They're creatives and they love to do this, but they also want to eat food.
I just eat things, eat food.
Damn, bro, I'm for real. That'd be stressing me out, man. All the people that I know and all the people that I know they do and they grind on sets are like, yeah, and we got a copy of the script and we got to. I don't give a. Some kind of gig that they wanted my wife to do, man. That she seen in Philadelphia talking about if it gets picked up, we'll give you.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, yeah, for doing my physical job like makeup. Right now with coronavirus, that is very limited as well. And then the area that we're in also very limited unless I travel to Philadelphia, New York, Baltimore, DC. So it's like. When I look at things, I'm just like, okay, well, I can't do that if it's completely free because
use all your own makeup, no gas. If it gets picked up, we'll hook you up.
That's what the gig was. It was like for a pilot, and it was like, if it gets picked up, then we will pay you. I was like, no,
because even if it gets picked up, there's no like giant sack of cash.
It's like everybody, people, they don't understand. A lot of people don't know that, so they use that. But smart people are like, wait a minute, it gets picked up. They don't like. So here you go, it's been picked up.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, I just started. Oh man, this is a very new revelation where I was like, I don't think that's right.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
I'm just getting tired of hearing it. That's all. I've been hearing it for like a decade. I'm tired of hearing it.
Man. This is all about.
I mean, still do collabs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
you know what I mean? No, like you know what I mean. Like Flo, you know what I mean. Like if Heidi goes, yo, I'm gonna help you out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's different. If she goes, I'm volunteering my time.
Like Flobo, while you play Rocket League, I'm going to turn your face into a car.
Yeah, please do that.
We will both. I know, I'm like both.
Hey, Heidi, that's like Heidi wants to do this. Heidi's reached out to you. You know damn well when you should be paying somebody. It's a feeling you get in your gut. You're like, oh damn, they've been on set for 5 days straight, 15 hours a day. I mean, I can kick them a couple bucks. Like, nah, we're gonna give you the copy and the reel and food.
I got some pizza.
Yeah.
I tell you. About $1, I'll tell you how many sets I've been on to give me damn pizza, man. I tell you, boy.
It's cheap, or worse, where like the producer makes the food themselves to save their cash. You're just like, I can't eat this.
And that's that's also another reason why I try to expand because I've actually had my cosmetology license since like 2004. So it wasn't I also dabble in hair. So like sometimes I'll try to pick up a hair gig because that's way less money out of my pocket because it's just hairspray or like mousse. Like it's not like makeup where everything goes on the face and you use it and it goes away. Like hair is a different animal. Like, oh, I use some bobby pins. Oh, like 99 cents. Like it's totally different. So like, I mean, that was I'll try to pick up a hair gig every once in a while, but it's also goes again, if you're in LA, people, not everyone knows this. Like if you're trying to get into a union job, you have to have. You can't have different types listed on your thing. So it has to, like, if you are hair, they have to specifically say hair. If they say makeup, they have to specifically say makeup. You can't. It can't. Yeah. So like that's why I didn't pick up hair things all the time because as many as I could have because of that reason. Because I wanted union gigs to start showing up like as just makeup.
Sure.
Yeah, and same with special effects. Like that actually just passed, I think, as I was seeing this year, that they are now allowing special effects artists to be in the makeup union, and that was not a thing either. So whenever I'd be on a set and I would do special effects, I'd be like, "Hey, could you please list me as just makeup, not special effects makeup, not SFX, because then I couldn't use that towards my union thing." So. I'm like now out here, it's totally different. Like, I'm just like, I'll take a gig,
right.
if I can find one that pays, but
pay. That's what it's about. That's what this whole thing is about. Pay your creatives, please. Your creatives are working. They're grinding. They're trying to eat food. Pay them. I didn't say make them rich. Kick them $100 if you're using them for a day of work. Damn. Are you serious? You pay these people, man. Pay that to man hit the money. You know, as a little Rounders reference. Shout out to Teddy KGB. But
I mean, it's like the only time I could say is like the one gig I took that was not paid, which was a friend that I was saying about the stills that she didn't tell me about the stills from the film that I could have used, and I did recently put them on my website. I was like, you know, the thing about that is I asked her, you know, could you list me as the head, you know, makeup department? Like, so there's like a thing. It's like, if you get that almost like that manager, that, you know, in charge person listing, then it's like, it might be a little worth it. So for me, that one was like, I had head makeup artist. So that was a good thing to have, because not some people will just have makeup artist.
How about you give the damn stills of the makeup that was done?
I know, yeah. I took them. They are now on my website.
I got a steal. This is what
HeidiMackMUA.com. That is
HeidiMackMUA.com. Listen, why my wife gotta steal pictures? She had to steal like a thief in the night. She had to
write. Know they existed.
Put save ass.
It was literally perfect, because they were of every character. I was like, girl, I love you. What? It's literally you had a still of everybody's face. It wasn't it wasn't a background. It was like this right here. Like, you were like,
it was like literally a makeup artist's dream. Like, I did that.
I was like, the faces. It's the faces.
Yeah, that's cool, fam. That's cool.
Anyway, that's not just talking about people we don't like.
People just don't realize it, you know.
I hate everybody, but no.
I mean, I still struggle when I'm trying to, like, because this is why I know people get paid to be a social media, whatever they call it, market. Because it takes me out, like, it has taken me hours to set up Sephra's online store and her, you know, all that. It took me an hour or so to set up you know, the everything tournaments, Twitter, and, you know, like, well, not Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, and then the same with like the Speakeasy, and I'm like, and then
people get money.
And then I'm trying to like, I'm also like, I'm trying to get better at tagging everyone so that people are all connected, and you know what I mean. So that's why I was like, oh, let me tag New Amsterdam Radio on the everything tournament, because like, I was like, let's do this, you know.
Yeah.
It's I get why it's a job, you know. Someone pay me for that. I don't mind doing that.
All those kids, man.
People call it creatives because, especially back in the day, especially when you're trying to convince your parents that this is something you can do lucratively, it's hard to convince them of the work that it puts in and the risk and the things like that. And I know everyone has a story like that. Most, with all due respect, most creatives have a story where they're like trying to convince someone in their they love that what goes into this, and that it's high risk, high reward, and they're all like, you just film yourself on New Amsterdam? I go, I do this and I do that, and I write this and I structure that and I promote this and I come up with this and I try to procure this interview and I try to do that. Is not easy to do, man. I've been trying to get an interview with Ernie Reyes Jr., my favorite Filipino, for years now.
I'm his favorite.
Ernie Reyes Jr. With all due respect, and that people aren't clamoring to interview this dude, right? Mm-hmm. But in my eyes, since he's my guy since I was a kid, I'm big boy in him. Like, well, maybe that's why he's not hitting me up. But I'm like on his Instagram and like I'm like hitting this dude up for interviews, never responding. Like for years, I'm trying to get a 15-minute interview with somebody that no one wants to interview.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, so then yesterday I thought I finally broke through. I said, yo, I got this idea for this pilot, trying to interview for it. He just liked the comment. That's all he did.
Wow.
He liked it. I go, respond. I've been trying
something. Explain yourself.
I told Ernie Reyes, I promise you, I'm not going to do what everybody else does when they interview and talk to you about turtles for 45 minutes. That's what everyone does to him.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be a unique interview about his father and about like that. What I'm trying to say is that's the difficulty in just trying to create something, just to have an interview for something that I feel passionate about. That's not easy, man. That is a pain in the ass, man. I'm trying to interview a dude to put him over, not put me over.
Right. No, I get it, man. It's a grind. It's like a grind. Man.
And I can understand when, you know, people trying to actually truly create something when, like, as we've talked about before, when you can get upset when you're trying to actually create genuine, like something, come up with an idea and write a script, or, you know, write down what you're going to do. And then you have somebody right next to you, like putting Mentos in a ball with Coke, like, and it's blowing up for, and they're getting 1 million views. Yeah. And a girl, you know, on Twitter, I mean, not Twitter, on Twitch, like when you're doing hard work, it's not hard work to play video games, but you're sitting there for hours, your fingers are moving, and you're trying to talk to your audience, and you're
I'm gonna like
trying to concentrate on your game.
For 14 subs, I'm gonna hula hoop for 30 seconds.
Yeah, and then you got a girl just, I will do this if I get 20 subscribers.
I watch this girl. She like just literally, I kid you not, I watch her, and I get why people watch, because my dumb ass was watching. I was watching in disgust. But she was like just putting things in her mouth for like 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Like gumballs and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
And guys were like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Oh."
So I understand, like creative artists and people get frustrated.
They were like, dude, she put that cotton candy in her mouth, bro.
Yeah, bits.
Yeah, it's just throwing bits.
Like, we're trying to use our brain, you know, and tell it, like, the best of our ability.
You can't hate, yo. You can't. This is the you can't hate. You can't knock the hustle. Yes, I can.
Yes.
Hey, can we put another disclaimer out to anybody listening to New Amsterdam Radio? Anybody with an earshot? I want to point this out to you guys. You don't have to like everything everybody does. That doesn't automatically make you a hater. And if you're a hater, it's okay to be a hater, because that word gets thrown around too much. It's not like Nazi hate. We're not like a hate, like a hate. Yeah. But it's okay to hate on somebody that is not as talented as you and not putting in as much work as you are. Oh, guys, don't let anybody shame you into hating on a person that you outwork him. And you talented in. It's okay to be like, nah, I ain't feeling that. It's okay to be like that. Yeah. It's okay. Because if you fall into that trap and convince yourself that they're awesome because, yo, you can't knock their hustle, yo. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
I'm knocking it right now.
Only God can judge me. That's not true. Everybody can judge you. Only God cannot judge you. I can judge you. I'm judging you. People just say things because it sounds cool, or they heard it back in the day. And a bird in the hand, or two in the bush. What the hell that mean?
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Don't just go along with everything that everybody says because it sounds cool. Yet only God can judge me. That's not true. Everybody, everyone can judge you. Everyone.
It does. Like, it is a little upsetting when it's like when you come from a background of, you know, like a little bit more poverty or something. It's like, it's a little frustrating when you think about your mom that worked 2 jobs, and then you've got a person in their bedroom just making sounds on a mic, making, you know, $100,000 a month. Like,
yeah, so that's why I'm hating. Or, oh my God, like Alan, who I know, Alan been in LA for a long time, and he's grinding, one of the nicest human beings I've ever met in my life, and grinding. Finally broke through. He was the left head in the damn Godzilla movie, the biggest thing I've ever heard. I was amazing when I seen his name in the credits in that movie theater. I almost ran out of the building. It's a beautiful thing, and for a man that's grinding, and obviously he's like, yo, Evan, lost my job. We just bought a house. Coronavirus took me and my wife's jobs. We're sitting here running on credit cards, and we're trying to get money. And I'm watching somebody make more money than that dude, that hard working sweet dude. Yes. You damn right I'm hating.
Played in LA, like editing films, like editing things. He really wants to be a creature actor. Like,
he's a grinder. He's a creative. He's a nice person. You damn right I'm hating.
He's out on the beach, like walking like a gorilla on the stilts, like exercising. I'm like, okay. That's
intense.
Alan is the truth, man. One of the nicest dudes you ever meet in my life, and he's telling me that he's having a hard time. Like, you damn right, I'm gonna be hating on this person that's not just making money, just that's rude and nasty and mean.
Oh yeah, sometimes I'm like, why are you following this person that's not like smiling at you? You know what I mean? Or, you know, think like talking to you and stuff. That's what was one of the things I found exciting is when I was playing with that person from France. He was like, I'm very shy. And then he was just like, oh, thank you so much for being my friend. Like, he was like, you called me a friend and you're so kind. He was like, thank you. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
doing good in the world.
Yeah. Exactly. It's just like, but then there's those people that they're nasty and they're doing it.
Let me advise. It's okay to hate, man. I'm gonna put that on my tombstone. It's okay to hate on people for doing something that you.
That cannot be your tombstone.
No,
it's okay to hate.
Like, I love Heidi Mack, and
it's okay to hate. What's the problem?
I mean, this is about like a hate crime. This is about you. Like you, everyone's like. I never forget. I was in my office. We gonna end this. I promise. Like I was.
I know it's gone long.
Office, man. One time when I was working at my old job way back in the day, maybe 10 years ago, man, 11 years ago, and I was talking about something, and everyone was going on and on and on about how they like this one thing, and I was like, oh, I really don't. That's not my cup of tea. Yo, Mac, you a king. You gonna be king hater. If you hate on everything, I go, bro. I said to him, and this shut down the whole conversation. I go, Jerry, I love Jerry too. I said, Jerry, do you like Brussels sprouts, bro?
Exactly.
He could have been the one person that liked them, but I usually know people usually don't. So I rolled the dice and go, you like Brussels sprouts? He goes, nah. I go, you a hater, bro. Like
king hater. King hater.
He was like, oh, I said, you see what I'm talking about, bro? Like you don't like something. That doesn't mean you're a hater, bro. You just don't F with it. I thought this was America.
I'm kind of the same way. I always say that, like, it's the BMW blank. That's the only people understand it. I'm like, yo, it's a nice engineered vehicle, but I'm not going to get one.
I'm not going to get one.
It's wet.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's a nice car, yeah. But that's what I said. Like, same with the girls on Twitch. I'm like, oh no, she's pretty. I was like, oh no, she has a lovely face. I'm like, I will not deny that. I was like, but I'm hating.
It's a good hate.
I said, oh baby, look, this girl fine as hell. She don't got no talent, but she fine.
She got no talent, but she fine.
My husband is not chauvinistic, I promise you.
I'm not. She got no talent.
I promise.
Everybody know me, man.
More a feminist than I am, I think.
I've been about 50-50 men and women before it was fashionable, before it got me like likes on Instagram, like a lot of people over that. Now they cool about women's rights. I've been about women's rights since I could crawl. You know what I'm saying? I was that dude that was like, yo, honey, you ain't go pay for this dinner?
Wait, that's the reason that makes you. I'm thinking voting.
No,
I'm thinking like business of power. You're just like, no, you gonna pay for this?
It's left turn. No, you know what I mean. Also, I mean facetious.
He's
been that guy who's been like 50-50 and being like, I used to always scratch my head, even in grade school, being like, why aren't men and women equal? I never really got it. You know what I mean? Because I say it before and I'll say it again. It's way harder being a woman than a man. It's just hard. It's just harder for many reasons. If a man had to wake up and bleed every month, the world would stop.
For real.
I bleed once in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
I was like, I need some Band-Aids.
I stubbed my toe. I was like, oh, hell no, bro.
Yeah. Well, it's funny
because a lot less population, too.
In a lot of cultures, it's very matriarchal. In the American South and the Caribbean, Big Mama, you know what I'm saying? So to me, going to school and seeing the opposite was like, oh, snap, I guess.
No, that must be interesting, though, especially from your culture and what you're used to, what you're accustomed to. You're right about that. In different cultures, that they're revered. They're revered. They're looked upon as what they should be looked upon, as the ones that do everything, that cook, that clean, and raise the kids, and do this, and they're outside, and they're lifting things up, and they're putting things on their head. And like in most society, here they're like I know you got an MBA in the same place I got an MBA, but you make $100,000 less.
Yeah, exactly. Who was your father? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember one time this one when I had dinner with this one girl, man, and this is where I do draw the line though. Don't expect the brother to pay. Don't now listen, ladies out there, young ladies out there. You can hate, but don't expect the brother to pay. Like he's taking you out to dinner now. Just at least pretend to reach for the check. Don't. It's an act, of course, but don't. I went with this one girl, man, and she was like, we were. By the way, she wanted to go to one of the most expensive spots. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I did ask her. I asked her to the movies. I did. I asked her to dinner and a movie. I did, and then we out, and then she was like,
expected.
I was like, oh damn. Oh, did she? Oh, she expected it. Oh, that was the last dinner that old Mackie paid for. You got to at least do the check dance. It's called the check.
I don't mind going Dutch, as they call it. I never knew that's what it was called, but I've always been let's split it.
You know my rule. Though. You know my rule. If a man asks the girl for the first date,
he should pay. He should pay.
Yeah,
if you're asking, like,
if you asked her out, you asked her. You want to court her. You asked her out, but like you can't pick and choose when you want to be on equal footing in the society, though.
True.
So a man's supposed to open the door, pull the chair out, pay for everything, but you want to be equal.
Yeah.
Like that's interesting to me. That's interesting.
I think by date 3, if there's not
That's a good number. Date 3 is a good number.
if it's not gonna
It is
like I got you or Dutch or no, it's my turn, then it's like I'm just food in your phone.
Take turns.
I had an argument one time with one guy. He was like, Evan, that is the most ridiculously immature thing ever. Like you're never gonna find anyone with that attitude. I used to be like that. I said, Teddy, because I put people's names on stuff. You gonna come at me, I put the name on stuff. I go, Teddy, you pay for every first date, you pay for every dinner. He was like, yeah. I go, bro, do you know there is some women out there and some men out there who, they'll date you for the dinner, right? They'll go on a date for a dinner. Heidi's done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like wait a minute, free dinner? I'll go for free dinner. I go,
yeah, no, there was a moment I tried that. I've always been a monogamous type of person, so I never like did that dating scene. And it was like right before Evan and I got back together. It was like for a year, so I kind of like tried that.
Free dinner
I hate that, by the way. I hate it. But yeah, no, there were a couple where they asked me on a date, and I was like, I don't really want to go, but
free dinner.
Like,
that's true. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'll try out for dinner. Yeah.
Well, Evan, under no circumstance should a female ever pay for dinner. Ever. I said, ever?
They have jobs.
What?
My own
rack, I guess.
My exact words was they said, you are a better man than I, because I believe in true equality. Truly.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, and it's a beautiful. And listen, ask the real women out there know what the hell I'm talking about. It's a beautiful thing when you can be like, "Yo, no, I got this," and a dude's gonna be like, "Whoa, what?"
Yeah.
Because he's so used to the other thing. Like I'm telling you, like real women understand this is not a chauvinism. This is just like it's an equality. Like a girl would be like, I never forget. Like you can never fault anyone for going half and half. Like you can't argue with half and half. Plus, I know some strong women that are like, yo, no, my mom said don't ever let no man pay for you anyway. If he offers, cool, but always make sure always be prepared to pay.
Like that you can, just in case. Yeah. Like just in case something happens.
It's all a roundabout way to say it's okay to hate. You know what I mean?
It's okay to hate and pay your creatives.
Full circle, baby.
We gotta get out of here, man. But I really want you back, because we just scratched the surface about what you guys are doing, and it's cool to see how things are progressing with all your different projects or whatever. So come on back to New Amsterdam Radio. Final thoughts before we get out of here.
Oh no, man! Bring us back anytime, man. Mondays work, man. Whatever you want to do, man. Anytime you want to do it, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate you, Flobo. Appreciate everything you're doing. And yeah, we watch everything. Radio. Be careful. We watch everything you post, so be careful.
ASMR, yeah.
Yeah, this is how we do that. Well.
Yeah, Heidi and Evan are doing big things. Make sure you follow them on social media at the Pino Mac and Evan T Mac, respectively. New Amsterdam Radio is available at newamsterdam.com. All the episodes are there for your listening pleasure. And if you're a member of the Boisterous Crew at patreon.com/FloboBoys, you get access to the video version of New Amsterdam Radio. As for me, I got some projects I said I'll start to tackle before the end of the year, because October is looking quite like December, the way this year's been going. The shortest and the longest year of all time, 2020. I'll be back next time with more fun, more insight, and more discussion on New Amsterdam Radio. The city is yours.